All right, folks, here we go. Heat number 1. Angie and Scotty Too Hottie on the front row. Justin Branham, Ryan McDaniel on the second row. Gage Branham and Andrew Thornton on the third row. Kevin Laney and Ed Sr. on the fourth. Matt Boniak and Richie Joplin rounding out the top 10. Mike Whiting and Kendrick Cryer starting in 11th and 12th. Heat number 1 will set the inside line for the feature. Heat number 2 setting the outside line. The winner of this race will have the pole in the feature. And looks like Angie is taking an EOL for the heat. Moving Justin Branham and Gage Branham up to the 2 cars on the inside line. Ryan McDaniel right behind Scott as well. I have raced Scott here in an ARCA car, and I can tell you he knows his way around this track in a stock car. But he will have to deal with the brothers Branham on the bottom. Things are about to get dicey. Hayes' car is in. Here we go out of turn 4. They fire, and green is in the air for heat number 1 at Thompson. Down into turn 1, Gage gets a little bit ahead, but he can't clear Scott. Ryan gets into Scott, a little bump there around. Scott's in the wall, Gage is in the wall. Justin Branham now to the lead. Ryan in second, but Andrew Thornton on the high side. Andrew Thornton now battling for second place with Ryan. They touched. Man, there is a lot of beating and banging going on back here. Angie now up into 10th. Ryan into 3rd, and they are 4 wide off 4. And everybody knew that was going to happen. They straightened it back out. How the heck did that happen? Great skill, great driving by all those guys. Meanwhile, Andrew Thornton just set the fastest lap and is now in second, moving Ryan back to 3rd. Ed Sr. is headed to pit road. Scott and Gage trying to work their way forward. Scott back up into 10th, Gage in 11th. Kendrick Cryer, the points leader, up 7 spots now into 5th. Oh, Ryan a little bobble, but a huge run out of 2. He is to Andrew. He is under Andrew. He is way low in 3 and 4. Wow. Gage bounces it off the wall. Andrew shoots to the high side. Holy crap. If the heat is this good, imagine the feature. Matt Moniak now up into 6th. Kendrick is caught up. Kendrick now battling with Michael Whiting. That is the battle for 4th. Kendrick is going to clear on the high side into 1 and 2. 4 laps to go. Matt Moniak continues to reel him in with Richie Joplin on his bumper. Kevin Laney back in 8th. Angie now up to 9th. Gage Branham has gotten past Scott to take 10th. Ryan, a little loose out of 2. Kendrick has snuck by into 3rd, sets his sights on Justin. Andrew Thornton at the line, 2 laps to go. Out of turn 2, and Andrew has his hands full here. Justin starting to look down to the bottom. Kendrick a run on the high side for 2nd. Branham all the way on the apron. Ryan McDaniel under attack from Matt Moniak and Richie Joplin. Moniak gets the wall in the front stretch. Richie underneath. Kendrick now into 2nd. But out of turn 4, it looks like he's going to get it done. Andrew Thornton wins Heat 1. Kendrick comes home 2nd. Justin in 3rd. Michael Whiting in 4th. And Angie comes home in 7th. That is because my girlfriend is more awesome than yours. Heat number 2, we'll see Chris Johnson and Vern Spring on the front row. Dave Holmberg and Brian Hewitt on the 2nd row. Russell Worth and Austin Thornton on the 3rd row. Brendan Time and CJ Allman on the 4th row. David Lux and Edmund Jones round out the top 10. Kyle McRecken Martin in 11th. We did not see Chris Johnson in practice. I don't think he's going to grid. Also, nope, Brian did grid. Chris Johnson not gridding, so only 10 cars starting this one. Pace car leads them around one more time. Vern Spring, Dave Holmberg control the start. If Heat 2 is anything like Heat 1, this will get exciting. You guys want to make sure you hit that share button. Invite your friends and family, because, man, the heat's that good. The feature is going to be epic. Make sure you drop in the comments. Let us know who you're cheering for. And let's hear some predictions for Heat 2 and for the feature. Pace car is in. Vern Spring in control. Holmberg in control. They fire green back in the air. Holmberg has the nose ahead, but Vern has the big run out of turn 2. They are 2 and 3 wide back there. McRecken on his way forward. They're 3 wide. We've got Brian Hewitt gets the wall. Oh, big wreck out of 4. Edmund Jones flies. Edmund down all the way on the apron. Oh, we got one that Austin comes down the track, clips him in the rear quarter panel, and sends him around. Vern Spring still has the lead. Followed by Brendan Time and David Lux, and now McRecken up to 4th. Matt, it definitely was a crazy first heat, buddy. David Lux just set the fastest lap. Vern still holds the lead though. David Lux now down underneath for second there, banging doors down the front stretch. Brendan Timon pulls ahead out of turn 2. McCracken tried to get a nose in on the outside. Oh! David Lux is around. Look like Lux, yeah, all the way down to the apron trying to make that car turn. Just barely gets into Brendan Timon. And Brendan Timon has now taken the lead. Vern has drifted back to 5th after sliding off the track. Vern coming out of turn 4, just gets the wall, gets into all across the nose of McCracken. Heat 1 was crazy. Heat 2 has been even crazier. Now Brendan Timon in the lead, CJ Allman to 2nd. Holmberg in 3rd, McCracken in 4th, Vern Spring in 5th. Russell Worth now up to 6th. David Lux back in 7th. Brian Hewitt in 8th. Austin Thornton and Edmund Jones both on pit road. White flag is in the air one more time around. It is a 2-car battle for the win with Brendan Timon and CJ Allman. Oh, but Allman gets loose in the middle. Timon gets loose off. Allman sends it deep into 3 underneath. Oh, they touch coming out of 4. They both correct, but Timon pulls off the win. CJ Allman comes home in 2nd. Dave Holmberg in 3rd. Kyle McCracken Martin in 4th. And Vern Spring in 5th. I'm glad they have a 5-minute warm-up. I got to catch my breath, folks. That was some crazy heats. Ryan McDaniel now rolls out. Angie on her way out. Brian Hewitt attaching his wings. He's headed out. Russell Worth out on track. Kevin Laney is out. CJ Allman is out. And Michael Whiting out. Brian Hewitt did not attach the wings yet. He might be planning on keeping all 4 tires on the ground tonight. If you're new, make sure you hit that follow button. Keep up with us. We posted the new HTSNI schedule just before the races tonight. Make sure you hit that like button, and most importantly, hit that share button. Invite your friends and family. It helps us out so very much. Oh, Austin loose off of 2. Uh-oh, Kendrick Cryer has McCracken on the bumper. This could get like practice. Will we see these 2 banging into each other momentarily? Oh, McCracken deep through 3 and 4. Man, they're warming up like it's a race. McCracken now. Kendrick's going to drive through the... Oh! That was fun. Justin Branham out. David Lux is out. Remember, David Lux predicted last night he'd pull off the win here. John Berry said Russell Worth for the win. Can he pull it off here? Richie Joplin also out on track. Russell's had a rough night. McRacken and Cryer going underneath Angie. They take the 97 with them. David Lux looks to be having some problems through 3 and 4. And, McRacken loose out of 2, but he saves it. Several cars loose off 2. We saw this early on in the heats, but it settles down once some heat is in the tires. A big wreck in the middle of 3 and 4. A bunch of drivers are going to be pulling out the backup cars for this one. Oh, Justin Branham went for a tumble. He does stick the landing, but man, that car was toast. CJ Allman shooting underneath Edmund Jones. The last few minutes of warm-up here. I think everybody's... I think everybody is out here just seeing how far they can push these cars and push each other. McRacken underneath Cryer again, and off the turn. Yep, they are banging doors off 4. Oh, they are having a little bit of fun out here for the warm-up. But holy crap, what does that say about the race? Oh! I think CJ Allman's engine was actually laying on the... in the middle of 3 and 4 there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have been waiting for, the feature here at Thompson. Andrew Thornton will start on the front row with Brendan Timon, Kendrick Cryer and C.J. Allman on the second row. Justin Branham and Dave Holmberg on the third row. Michael Whiting and Kyle McRacken Martin have the fourth row. Ryan McDaniel and Vern Spring round out your top 10. Kevin Laney in 11th. Russell Worth starting in 12th. Angie James starting in 13th. David Lux in 14th. Gage Branham in 15th. Brian Hewitt in 16th. Richie Joplin starting back in 17th with Austin Thornton in 18th. Scott Snodgrass and Edmund Jones round out your top 20. Matt Moniak and Ed Sr. round out the field. Chris Johnson is not taking the grid. CJ Allman is hopped to pit road. So he will have to start from pit road. Might be the safest place to start this one, honestly. Kyle Martin headed to the tail end of the field. Kendrick Cryer apparently also choosing to take an EOL. No idea what's going on with those two. I don't believe either one of them won the last race, so things are going to get interesting with two of the fastest ones and also the two that did the most banging around on each other, trying to fight their way through the other 20 cars. Everybody take a deep breath because we're about to go green. You may not get another chance to breathe for about 65 laps. Pace car is in. Andrew Thornton controls the start. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away at Thompson. Everybody makes it through 1 and 2 just fine. A little bit of chaos at the back. Kendrick Cryer already on the move, as is McRecken. Several cars starting to make their way forward. CJ Allman got out on track but has had some problems. Meanwhile, Brendan Timon has taken the lead, and we've got one off track on the front stretch. It's Ryan McDaniel and Scott Snodgrass. Russell Worth also caught up. No caution yet. Caution is now out. Russell Worth had a problem as well. Let's see what all just happened. Ryan McDaniel on the high side coming out of turn 4, gets a little loose, comes across David Lux's nose. Looks like Scott may have had the same thing. Russell Worth got loose in front of him. A little bit of a check up there. Scott avoids the wall. Oh, after the bump from Scott, Russell just goes off into turn 1. And it looked like Angie may have had a problem in 1 and 2. Oh, Edmund Jones just rams her. Becky saying she should have stayed in the car. I think you might be right. Russell Worth and Angie both on pit road at the moment. Ryan McDaniel and Matt Moniak have also been to pit road. Brendan Timon in the lead, Andrew Thornton in second, Vern Spring up to third, Justin Branham in fourth, Michael Whiting in fifth. Biggest mover so far is Austin Thornton up 10 spots into eighth. Matt Moniak is on his way back off of pit road. Angie and Russell also on their way out. Lights go out on the pace car, they stack back up. Through 3 and 4, pace car drops in. And Brendan Timon choosing to restart on the high side. Green flag back in the air. Timon gets a good jump on that high side. Justin Branham's going to try and follow him through to take second. McRecken on the move. Looks underneath Richie Joplin. It's 3 wide just ahead. Brian Hewitt stuck in the middle. Cryer gets into the 96. They are sliding everywhere and caution is out. Richie Joplin and Matt Moniak involved. Oh, Ed Sr. has to check up, but he gets into Richie. Matt Moniak coming down the back straightaway towards that incident. Completely stops on track. Richie Joplin did manage to get back on all fours, has been to pit road and back out. Russell Worth now getting one of his laps back here. Matt Moniak and Gage Branham both back on pit road. Interesting to see these guys drop in. I don't believe they had any significant damage. And they should have enough fuel to go the distance from the drop of the green, so we'll see how things play out. Andrew Thornton still holding on to second. Not much change in the top 10. And Brendan Timon leads the field. The whole field is coming in. Austin Thornton choosing to stay out. Scott is staying out. Ryan McDaniel stays out. Gage Branham appears to also be staying out. Richie Joplin and Russell Worth both appear to be staying out. It looks like this may be fuel stops for the drivers. Becky, if it gets down to the end of the race and Scott's in the top 10, do you want me to pull somebody else in and tell him to wreck him? Austin Thornton now has the lead with Scott in second, Ryan McDaniel in third, Brendan Timon in fourth, Justin Branham in fifth. This is really shaking up the field here early on. You have a valid point there, Becky. Angie is on her way back out. Russell Worth, Richie Joplin both out. Ed Sr. still out. Looks like the only two drivers that have not been to pit road yet are Austin Thornton and Scott Snodgrass. Hayes' car is in. Here we go. Green flag is back in the air. Austin Thornton gets a decent gap on Scott into, holy cow, we've got him stacking up. Caution is back out in the middle of 1 and 2, lap 16. Something went a little awry there in 1 and 2. Let's see if we can see what happened. Ryan McDaniel right on Scott's bumper. Oh, they just touched. David Lux gets turned around as well. Matt Boniak has to come to a stop. Looks like there may have also been a problem with Gage Branham. We're going to take a quick look here. Oh, looks like Gage may be having problems with his connection. Well, I can easily make that one happen, Becky, but... everybody trying to get caught up to the pace car. It appears that something may have gone wrong with the caution, so they are trying to get this one squared away. Austin Thornton now catching up to the pace car. Justin Branham, Gage Branham, Kyle Martin, and Brian Hewitt round out your top 5. Brendan Timon, Kendrick Cryer, Andrew Thornton, Edmund Jones, and Kevin Laney your top 10. "19 cars on the lead lap. CJ Allman, Russell Worth, and Angie James 1 or more laps down. Lights are out on the pace car. Everybody's squared away, stacked up, and ready to go. Pace car drops in. Austin Thornton leads them out of 4. Green flag back in the air. And they are already 3 wide, 4 wide. We've got one spinning off. Caution already. Back out lap 22. Brian Hewitt involved. Brendan Timon is also stopped on the front straightaway. Brian Hewitt up the track, tries to get 3 wide. Oh! See if we can get another angle on that one. Brian Hewitt was down on the bottom. It looks like the 34 may have bumped him and sent him around. Looks like Brendan Timon dropped to the tail end to take the penalty for bringing out the caution. Aiden Trevette, how the heck are you? And when do I get to see you back on track, or better yet, racing with me, buddy? Russell Worth gets the wave around to get one of his laps back. Brian Hewitt is in front of the leaders. He will be waved past the pace car. CJ Allman out of the race now. Man, I am doing great, bud. How have you been? Where have you been? Lights are out. They are going single file on this restart. Awesome. Can't wait to see you back, buddy. Green flag back in the air. Fairly decent gaps as they go through 1 and 2. Everybody makes it around this time. McRecken already looking under Austin Thornton for second. Ryan McDaniel trying to fight his way forward. Scott now back up into 16th. Richie in 17th. A bit of battle. Andrew Thornton is just cutting his way through the field now. Andrew looks underneath Kendrick Cryer. Aiden, you ought to tune in during the day. My girlfriend is now streaming as well. Kendrick Cryer just set the fastest lap of the race as he looks to the high side on Austin Thornton. Dave Holmberg and David Lux both have just gone off track. No caution yet. Caution is out. Lux down to the inside on Holmberg. Holmberg cuts across the nose into turn 3. Ed Sr. ends up in the wall as well. I have to agree, buddy. They are a lot of fun. I do believe Russell Worth is in position for the lucky dog. And that will put him back on the lead lap. Yep, Russell does get the waiver and he is back to the lead lap. You have no idea, Aiden. Ed Sr. is on pit road after hitting the wall trying to avoid that incident a moment ago. Just past the halfway point. Lights are out. Single file restart once again. McRecken now in second place. Green flag is back in the air. Not as much as I like Aiden, but that's about to caution. Caution is out already, lap 36. Looks like Ed Sr. and David Luck's involved. David Luck's on the high side, Sr. on the bottom. They just get together out of 4. Edmund barely manages to avoid it, as does Russell Worth. Aiden, I will be back on track a lot very, very soon. I'll be back on track tomorrow night doing some dirt racing for the Tuesday tour. Justin Branham still has the lead with McRecken in second. This should also, looks like Angie is getting the wave around. Getting one of her laps back after Edmund just brutally sent her around. So Angie getting one of her laps back here. Ed Sr. also losing a lap due to that incident. Saturday night in the BRR Truck Series, Angie fought her way back from several laps down to be on the lead lap, fighting on the last lap. Could she do it again here tonight? Single file restart once again. Pace car is in. Justin Branham controls the start. Green flag is back in the air. 24 laps to go. Aiden, that is awesome, buddy. Oh, McRecken and Austin Thornton touching doors through 3 and 4. They managed to save it. Andrew Thornton now on his brother's back bumper. Gage Branham starting to blink a little bit. Kevin Laney on the move. Michael Whiting now up into 8th, looks underneath. Oh, Gage Branham loose out of 4. Kendra Cryer just set the fastest lap as McRecken is banging doors with Justin Branham for the lead. Out of turn 4, McRecken has the nose ahead. Justin trying to keep him pinched down, but here comes Kendrick underneath. McRecken's loose. Still gets the nose in, drives it deep into 3, pushes Justin up the track. And they are almost 3 wide, headed into turn 1, but McRecken takes the lead. Oh, Kendrick into Justin now. Justin just getting ping-ponged. Ryan McDaniel making his way forward once again. Looks underneath Matt Moniak. Vern Spring now up into 9th. Michael Whiting finally clears Kevin Laney. Scott back in 14th, trying to reel in Dave Holmberg in 13th, Richie in 12th. Russell Worth now back on the lead lap, trying to pick some spots up. Ryan Hewitt just ahead, as is David Lux. McRecken has his hands full. Justin and Kendrick still battling right behind him. Oh, they bang hard into turn one. Kendrick slides up the track. Justin goes for the crossover. Can't complete the move. Down into one. It is McRecken, Kendrick Cryer, and Justin Branham, with the Thornton boys just behind, closing the gap. Michael Whiting now looks under Gage Branham. That is the battle for 6th. Matt Moniak now up into 10th. Vern still holds on to 9th. Brendan Timon in 14th. Scott in 15th. Edmund Jones way back in 16th. David Lux predicted the win here tonight, but currently running in 17th with 15 to go. And caution is out. Matt Moniak involved. Let's see what happened with Matt. Oh, looks like Matt checked up a bit more than Ryan. Ryan gets a bit of the wall. Richie Joplin slips by. Moniak gets a lot of problems. Moniak now heads to pit road. And Ed Sr. should be in position for the lucky dog this time. That will put Senior back on the lead lap. We saw how rough practice and warm-up got between the top two. Kyle Martin, Kendrick Cryer. This thing is far from over, and anybody on the lead lap is still in the fight here. "19 cars on the lead lap, about to be 20 as Ed Sr. comes around. Should get one to green next time by. The Thornton brothers still lurking in 4th and 5th. Gage Branham up to 6th now. Laney in 7th. Mike Whiting in 8th. Richie Joplin now up 7 spots into 10th. Brendan Timon in 11th despite heavy damage to that 34 car. And it looks like we are going back to side by side on the restart. Looks like McRecken is practicing getting into Kendrick here, as is Justin. This could get ugly at the front. Hayes' car is in. McRecken controls the restart. He fires green back in the air. 9 to go at the line. And is he going to clear Kendrick? They are picking up and battling every spot. Michael Whiting a little loose. Caution is out. Looks like Russell Worth involved again. Let's see what happened. They were 3 and 4 wide, just ahead of Russell. Oh, Brian Hewitt comes up the track, nowhere to go, catches Russell. Both drivers going for a spin on that one. This will also give Angie the lucky dog. There is a wreck under caution involving Ryan McDaniel and Dave Holmberg. Ryan coming down the front straightaway. And, oh, looks like Moniak just checked up. Holmberg, McDaniel, and Ed Sr. just stack up on top of him. Not something you see very often, but it does happen. Lights are out on the pace car. They are going back to single file for the restart. It'll be 5 to go at the line. Pace car is in. Kendrick protecting the high line here. Green flag back in the air. Andrew Thornton now up into third. Justin Branham in fourth. Gage Branham in fifth. Austin Thornton in sixth. Here comes Michael Whiting now down to the bottom under Kevin Laney. McRecken meanwhile to the inside on Kendrick. And, oh, they both get into each other, slide up the track, hold on. It's a drag race into 3. Kyle sends it way in, drifts up and gets into Kendrick. 3 laps to go. Oh, Kendrick comes across, clips him. Kyle saves it, but Kendrick back to the lead. Andrew Thornton, meanwhile, closing in from behind. 2 laps to go at Thompson. Kyle track caution is out. We're going to get a green-white checkered. Ryan McDaniel involved. Oh, the 34 just checks up for the turn. Ryan had the better run in. Ryan is towed to pit road. It has been a rough night for both series here at Thompson tonight. Gage Branham up 10 spots into 5th. Austin Thornton up 10 spots into 8th. Scott Snodgrass up 9 spots into 10th. Ryan McDaniel appears to be out of the race. Brendan Timon on pit road. We should see Angie get another wave around here. Does not look like her wave around occurred here. Hey George, how's it going? Lights are out. Green, white, checkered finish here. Kendrick Cryer leads them out of turn 4. Green flag back in the air, 2 to go. Kyle right on Kendrick's back bumper. Vern Spring has gone off track back behind. And caution is back out. We'll get another attempt at a green-white checkered. Looks like Austin Thornton caught a piece of it as well. Let's see what happened. Oh, a bit of a checkup in line. Edmund just gets into the back and sends Vern around. Out of turn 2, Austin checks up, and the car behind didn't get woed up quickly enough. Sorry to hear that, Ryan. Apparently no waiver rounds during the green-white checkered, so Angie did not get her lap back. I do believe that would have, between the last two, that would have put her back on the lead lap fighting for the giving her a shot at the win anyway. Lights are out, single file, the final green-white checkered. Kendrick fires there away. Green flag is in the air. Kyle tries to look to the high side, sends it deep into 1. Kyle knocks him up the track. Here comes Andrew Thornton. Kevin Laney off track. McGrecken has the lead. White flag is in the air one more time around. Andrew Thornton is battling for second place. Can't get the run. Shuts the door on Justin Branham. Kendrick Cryer sends it deep into 3. It will not be enough. Kyle McGrecken Martin wins at Thompson. Kendrick comes home in second. Andrew Thornton finishes third. What a finish. Ryan, I will holler at you in a bit, buddy. Not sure what happened with Michael Whiting there. Let's talk to our top 3, starting with third place, Andrew Thornton. 2 podiums in a night, Andrew. It's a banner night, man. Great job.
Oh, thanks, Doug. Yeah, had a little bit of a hiccup there with only a couple laps in when somebody pointed out we were going to be short on fuel. So a couple cars gambled, and some of us took more fuel than others and put me back a couple extra spots, but I'm glad we were able to claw back another 5 or 6 spots and make it to the podium.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting. As soon as I saw everybody hitting pit road, I knew what was going on, but man, a great comeback here, and your brother has been running really well here as well.
Oh yeah, man, that was cool. When me and him were running 4th and 5th there for a while, and we were watching Kyle, Kendrick, and Branham go up there and try to kill each other, man. That was we had the best seat in the house for that.
I bet you did, man. Hey, great night, Andrew. Great job tonight, buddy. Super proud of you. Congratulations.
Thanks, Doug. We'll see you next week, buddy.
Andrew Thornton comes home in third. Kendrick Cryer finishes in second. Kendrick, that was one heck of a send going into turn 3.
Yeah, it didn't stick though. I probably could have driven in a little bit deeper to get to him, but at that point I probably would have wrecked him. But oh well, it's just short track racing.
You guys were moving each other a lot in practice, a lot in the warm up, so we knew that it was going to get interesting between the two of you.
Oh, definitely.
You definitely put on one heck of a show, man. A great job tonight. Obviously, a great points night as well. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
And finally, our winner, Kyle McRecken Martin. Well, it was a McRecken kind of night. McRecken doing McRecken things to get the McWin.
Oh yeah, I do gotta apologize to Kendrick. I didn't mean to run him up like that, coming through 1 and 2 on the last restart. I know we were banging doors, but I think I got him right on the. There's a lip all the way around Thompson up at the top, and I think I got him all the way up there for the last little bit of it, and it really screwed him up. But wish we could have raced it out to the end, but he had one hell of a send going to 3 and 4.
Yes, he did. I honestly thought when I saw him send it off into 3 and 4, I thought he might come up and clip you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, do I let this go and cross him over, or do I just gas it up here? I was contemplating life over there. I wasn't sure.
Well, your move paid off, man. You got an epic win tonight. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, and I gotta say, good racing with Justin out there. That was real great for probably, I think it was 10 laps between him and Kendrick and all of us. That was real clean, real nice. Glad he's not upset with how much door banging there was, but there's Thompson. It's only one groove. It's great.
Well, man, great job tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It was definitely a fun, exciting, and chaotic night of racing at Thompson. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and the YouTubes. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow morning. Have a great night, everybody.